Hi everyone, this is Nived. So in this video, we will discuss about Robocorp Cloud. So what is actually a Robocorp Cloud? So Robocorp Cloud is a platform that is provided by Robocorp for distributing and managing our robots in a real-time environment. So whatever tutorials discussion we had done about Robocorp is regarding how we can develop a bot using Robocorp Lab and deploy it. So after developing and testing our bot, we have to deploy into production environment. So we have developed a bot in a particular, let's say in particular machine. Now you want to deploy into multiple machines, or you had a requirement that you want to your bot to run at a specific time actually, like a scheduled manner. So at that time, you have to do a lot of things regarding from your end, like you have to create servers, databases, everything to make this robot work in multiple environments. So in order to avoid this issue, this Robocop is actually one solution for all these problems. Okay, so Robocop Cloud actually have all these features that makes the robot to able to run in multiple environment without any additional configuration needed. Okay, so that is all about Robocop environment or Robocop cloud. So now let's in this video we will discuss more about overview about the Robocop cloud features, like what are the different features that are available in Robocop cloud and its users, etc. In the further video we will see how we can use these features in a deep manner. So to start off with the Robocop cloud, first you have to go to this website https cloud.robocop.com. So after going to this website, you will redirect it to this login page where you have to log to this your Robocop cloud account with required credentials, or even you can log with your Google account also. It is also possible. So after logging into Robocop cloud, you can see that this actually looks like this. You can see that this is my Robocop cloud account, and now you can see here that actually everything is being organized. So there's a particular structure in which the Robocop cloud actually organizes your work. So let's discuss more about that. So here you can see there are different organization. So you can see this is actually an organization, this is actually an organization, and this ABC is also an organization. So these are actually different organization, and inside your organization, you are defining each organization has actually different workspaces, and inside your workspaces, you are defining your processes, everything. So this is actually structure of this Robocop cloud, how they are storing our processes which is to be run, etc. So if I show a pictorial representation for one organization so that you can understand it more better. So this is a pictorial representation about the structure of a single organization. So whatever we have discussed here is like these are actually different organizations. This is one organization, this is another organization, this is third organization. So, what is organization means? It actually organizes our work, everything. So, if I give an example like this, for example, you are working in one company and you had three different clients and you are automating the different tasks of these three different clients. So at that time there is a requirement that if you create an organization for each of these clients and you can store their client's process in that particular organization itself so that it would not get interfered. Okay, so it is a best way of like organizing your client's process in a separate organization. So that is one use case where this organization feature or concept can be applied. So as you can see in this image, you can see this is structure of a simple organization. So this is at your top level. You can find this is the organization, and inside your organization, you are defining a lot of workspaces. So this is another way of, for example, your client, you are creating an organization for a particular client, and inside that particular organization, you can create different workspaces. And like for example, you are automating the HR section of that particular client. So you can create a workspace representing where you can store all the process where you are automating HR section, or you can create a workspace within that organization, which can automate the financial section of that particular client. So there are within your organization you can create different workspaces. Okay, and even you can say that in this image I had shown only two workspaces, but it is possible that you can create multiple workspaces within the same organization itself. And within a single workspaces, actually within this workspace we are defining our processes, everything. Okay, and please note that every workspace is isolated from each other. Okay, so like everything that is being contained in one workspace is independent of other workspaces. You can't like access one workspace data from other workspace data. That is another feature. Okay, so within your workspaces, you can find different components like workforce, assistant, robots, logs, vault, environment, API, etc. That you can see here. Under a single workspace, you can find different components. So these are the main parts. Like first, you will create an organization, then you will create a workspace. Inside workspace, you can find all these different components. So let's discuss about these components in more deep in a general way. So let me open my Robocorp Cloud platform. So here you can see I had three different organizations. Nived Example Organization, Robot Bin Spare Industries Organization, and ABC Organization. And within every organization I had a workspace. You can see example workspace is a workspace that is present in my first organization, that is Nived Example Organization. Production is a workspace that is present in my Robot Bin Spare Industries organization, and in my ABC organization there are two different workspaces like HR and finance. Okay, so here let me move on to the second organization, because here mostly I had added some of my processes which I had developed in my Robocorp lab, so that you can understand further. So I told you that as per this figure, you can see that under a workspace there are different sections like workforce, assistant, robot, log, vault, environment, and API. So here you can find that here like workforce, assistant, robot, environment, vault, API, and log. So let's discuss about this in an overview. So first is workspace. What is workforce? So workforce is a place where you are defining your processes. If I say in more specific way, whatever attended or unattended automation, let's say, actually you know that automations are classified into two categories mainly. One is attended automation, second is unattended automation. Attended automation means you require a human input to trigger a particular process, that is called attended automation. Unattended automation means you don't require a human input, it will run as on. So your unattended automations, or you can create your unattended automation under this workforce section. You can see that by clicking on new process you are able to create a unattended automation under this workforce section. And also you can create a process by specifying your environment, everything that we will discuss under environment section. Okay, so under workforce section you are defining your unattended automation. And next is assistant. So this assistant is actually a section where you're defining your attended automation, like where a human, where you want to run your automation which require a human input. Okay, that is actually where you are here. Actually, we are using assistant for that, where we are actually defining our attended automation. Next is robots. So robot is a collection of all the robots that we have developed. You can see here you can find the three robots. So these are the robots which I had uploaded from my Robocorp lab to this Robocorp cloud account. Okay, so these are the list of all the robots that we are going to utilize in our which I had been uploaded from my Robocorp lab to this cloud to automate. Okay, so that is about the robot section. It actually shows a list of all the robots that are available in the Robocorp cloud. Okay, next is environment section. So environment section is a section where you are defining your environment. So the actually environment means, for example, I told you that you are developing, let's say you are developing your bot in a development environment. Like say you are developing your robots in one particular machine. Now you want to run your robot in another machine. So each machine can be called as a, like where your robot is running is called as an environment. And the great feature of Robocop is that they are providing a default cloud environment for running your robot. For example, if you are not defining any environment, you can run your robot in a cloud container that is provided by the Robocop Cloud platform itself. That is also possible. I will show you about that more detail. And also, if you want to run your robot in a specific machine, you can create your environment there for that specifically. That is also possible. Okay, so you can see that here, debug underscore HP. So this is a runtime environment that is created by me. So that I am able to run my bot in my specific machine itself. Or if you don't want to run your robot in a specific machine, or if you find that you want to your robots to run in your cloud environment, so Robocop also provides the option for running your robot in a cloud environment also. Okay, so that is regarding the environment section. Next is vault section. Vault section is a section where you are storing your credential data or your some data that is to be stored. That is where you are using vault. Here you can see that I had created a vault which actually stored the website details or the website. You can see here. So it actually stored the website here. That is what this website data vault contains. Okay, so here I had created a simple vault which actually stores the URL. Even you can store your credential data under vault also. So that is about vault. Next is API. API means, for example, sometimes you need to trigger your robots like from an external application, etc. So at that time, it is possible by using this API access. If you had an API access, you will get a list of all the details that you require. Also, you are able to run your robot from any external machine by using this API, because it will link this API. It actually helps you to trigger a particular robot that is present under Robocop Cloud using an external application. That is actually its possibility. Okay, so you can create your own API keys where you can able to authenticate, so that you are able to authenticate your API to a specific workspace, etc. Okay, so that is all about API. We will discuss about each section in detail in our later videos. Okay, now let's move on to log. So log is a section which actually show the log of all the details. Like for example, if you are running a robot, everything is being shown under here as a log here that you can see. You can see different logs has been stored here regarding the automation processes. Let's say you are running a particular pod, it will actually get stored as a detail, like this robot has been started or completed with the required timestamp on which it has been, this event has occurred. So this is actually a these are actually the component of a single workspace that you can see here. If I show the pictorial representation, we can see that we had discussed all the different components that are coming under a single workspace. And I also told you that you can't access all the properties of one workspace by another workspace. For example, if you are creating, let's say, let me show you with an example. So let me move to home. Now, if I move to this ABC organization to HR workspace, you can see this is a HR is a workspace, and so the feature of this Robocop Cloud is that you can't access the component that is present in one workspace in another workspace. For example, you had certain vault that is being stored under vault detail that is being stored under HR workspace. Now, even if you need the access of the vault that is stored in HR workspace in the finance workspace, it is not possible. So it means that every workspace is isolated from other workspace. That is another feature in Robocop Cloud platform. Okay, so that's all about regarding Robocop, Robocop Cloud basic structure. So here we discuss about organization and regarding workspaces and regarding different components like workforce, assistant, robots, API, environment, vault, logs, etc. And also the isolation of one workspace with respect to another workspace. So that's about the basic structure regarding Robocorp Cloud. Now, next we'll see how we can create a particular organization. Also, we'll see how we can create a particular workspace. So, for creating a particular organization, first what you have to do is you have to click on New Organization. Now, you have to give your organization a name. So, let me give your organization a name as, let's say, uh, Nived Personal. Okay, so this is my organization name. Now you can also specify how much people can work in organization. Let's say in this case I am specifying it as just me. Now you can specify a default workspace. So like whenever you are creating an organization, it is mandatory that you have to create a workspace also as a default, as a first workspace. So let me create the workspace as the first workspace. Cool. Now you can specify what is your main business. So here I am selecting it as finance. Now let me click on create. So now you can see that you are able to create your organization. Now there is an option also being pop up. You can even like you can even enter it. Let's say for example you need to make sure that you want one of your user also to access to the same workspace. For that you can also do it by using the shared workspace option, where you can specify the email id of that particular person, and then by after if you specify the email id of that particular person, it will share a email to that particular person's mail id, saying that regarding the access to this particular workspace, so that that person can also able to access this workspace. Okay, so that is regarding like how you can make your workspace to be accessed by more than one user. Okay, that is also possible here. So here we are able to create our first like organization, that is Nived person that I had created. Under this we had created a workspace, that is Nived's first workspace. Okay, and also there are different roles associated with organization, like you can even make your organization, there are different roles associated with organization and also with workspaces. So about that also I will discuss more detail in my later videos. And also if you need to read about that roles that are associated with organization and workspaces, I will put out a link in my video description. You can also check out that. Okay, so this is all I want to give you an overview about Robocorp Cloud platform. So hope you got an idea. And if you like this video, please subscribe and share my channel for more updates. And thank you.